Well, I've become like every other YouTuber and succumbed to the Q&A video. It's been highly requested for quite a while for me to do a Q&A video. I just kind of been putting it off because like, well, I didn't know if anyone would actually care. But I put it out on Twitter and surprisingly enough, y'all care about my life a little bit too much. But I like it. I find it quite refreshing because you guys care about my life more than I do, so it works out. Now I'm gonna try to get as many questions as possible in this video, so if your question doesn't make it, I'm sorry. It's not that it didn't make the cut, it's just I had to make like, you know, I just had to cut a cap. There was a cap where I had to stop the questions. But don't get discouraged, maybe it'll be in the next one, because you know what? I'll probably do another one. So let's move on to our questions. The first one is from Cosette, and she would like to know if you could go anywhere for a week on vacation, where would it be? I've always wanted to go to Europe. Like, that's like one thing that I really want to do in my lifetime. I've not really traveled much. I mean, I guess I've traveled a little bit, but I've not gone past Chicago. Like, I've never been out west at all. Like, that's the west as I've ever been. And Chicago is literally like smack dab in the middle. So I'd like to go somewhere overseas, somewhere out of the country, because I've never been out of the country either. So I'd like to go probably to, I don't know, London and then maybe like Paris. We could like take a train or something. I don't know. Allie asks, how long have you and your boyfriend been together for? P.S. I love you. Oh, I love you too, Allie. Kiefer and I will be celebrating a year. This is pretty bad. Neither of us know the exact day that we started dating officially. I know it technically was in June, but I like to, if I want to say, I would say it's May 13th because that was the day that we met. That was the night that we met, was May 13th. So I would say that May 13th was really when it sparked, because after that, we really pretty much were inseparable. We may have not been dating, but we were pretty much inseparable from May 13th on. Phoenix asks, would you smash or pass the Dolan Twins? P.S. I love your vids. Okay, so when we're talking about the Dolan Twins, am I smashing them at the same time? I feel like I would probably smash them if it wasn't like at the same time. Reason being, I'm a little bit creeped out, and I know it's like a weird fetish. I know it's a thing, but I don't like the whole twins like together in that way. So separately, yes, I would smash one or the other Dolan twin, but I couldn't get myself to smash them together. Like if I only had the option to smash them and they were like at the same time, I don't think I could do it, because I think I'd be in my head and it would be really uncomfortable and creepy to me that they're brothers. You know, I don't know. I'm not into that. I'm not into that lifestyle. Nikki asks, what is your favorite kind of music? I don't think I have a favorite kind of music. I don't have like a genre per se. I think if I wanted to say like my favorite kind, I guess I would say more so on the chill spectrum. Like, I like things that I can listen to that can help calm me down. But I mean, not to say that I don't like some revved up music, because like when I'm working out or like dancing, I like things that have a big tempo or something like that. Something to get me motivated and moving. But if I'm just driving, most of the time I listen to something that's really chill. Troye Sivan, for example, B. Miller. I'm a really big fan of her. You know, like, I just really like chillax music, if you will. Kim would like to know, is there someone or something you miss from your childhood? I think the biggest thing I miss from my childhood is how close my family was at the time. Back then, we were like literally next door to each other. All my cousins, all like 18, 19, 20, I don't even know how many there are right now. However many we had at the time, we were always together. We were always hanging out, and it felt kind of like a family. And then after a while, it kind of stopped and separated, and people went their separate ways. So I feel like the one thing I kind of miss about my childhood was the feeling of like camaraderie in my family, and my dad's side particularly. I think that's the one thing I would say I miss the most. Christy would like to know, what is your most embarrassing moment in middle school? Middle school, huh? I don't know if it's embarrassing, but it was kind of funny. I do remember it wasn't even my teacher. I didn't even have this teacher. And I remember going down the hall, and I don't remember if I was screaming or what. I must have been doing something very obnoxious. But like the teacher in front of everybody decided to call me Spaz Boy, like this random teacher. I don't even remember his name. So in front of everyone, he just called me Spaz Boy, and it kind of stuck for like a couple months, and then it faded. So I was called Spaz Boy for a good hot minute. I guess that would be the most embarrassing thing in middle school. Amelia would like to know, feminism or nah? I'm all for equality, obviously. Like, I believe that every person is literally equal. Not to say that feminism in every right is perfect, because there are those hardcore feminists that like want men to be like gone. Like, they think men are the scum of the earth. And I think that is something that's taking away from feminism. But most feminists don't think that way. So I think it's when, I guess the word comes to mind is like a militant feminist comes to mind, where like everything is like men are evil and they should go to hell and blah blah. There are some people like that. I've seen a couple of videos of feminists speaking like that, and it kind of made me shake my head like, wow, you're ruining your cause. You are just ruining your cause. But I'm fully for feminism. I'm fully for it. I mean, there's still inequality out there, and you need to make yourself heard. So the best way to do it is to kind of, you know, embrace yourself as a woman. That's what you need to do. And what's the best way to do that? Through feminism. So embrace yourself, embrace feminism. Just don't be a militant feminist. You're not helping anything by doing that. Sophie! Sophie, if you could have your own special place, what would it be called? What would happen there, and who would be the one person you'd take? I think if I had a special place, what would happen there? I think it would just be a lot of video games and, you know, swimming, and it'd be like warm and slightly tropical, maybe near a beach. I like beaches, and I kind of like being warm, and I like swimming in beaches. I think it'd be kind of fun. I'd probably take Kiefer if it was only one person, just because I'd miss him if I didn't. And if I had to call it anything, I would call it hell, just to confuse people, so they wouldn't come into my space. So I'll call it hell, just so that way when people come by, they're like, I don't want to go to hell, so we're just gonna skip on by. So that way I had this beautiful place all to myself and Kiefer, and we never have to worry about it ever again. No people will come in uninvited to hell, guaranteed. Trey says, maybe I'm not too late. What's your current TV show obsession? Trey, you are not late. You are just in time, actually. And my current TV obsession, I have a few. I just started 13 Reasons Why. I'm not sure how I feel about it. It seems rather teen angsty a little bit, but I guess my other one would be Archer. I love that show. It's on FXX, I think now. I don't think it's on just FX anymore, but I love Archer. It's on Netflix. Watch it. It's really stupid and goofy, but I think it's really funny. But yeah, 13 Reasons Why and Archer, I guess, right now. I'm not saying I'm obsessed with either of those shows, but that's just currently what I'm watching. Sharina asks, biggest pet peeve, why, and on a scale of 1 to 10, how much does it annoy you? My biggest pet peeve is gulping, by far. It literally makes me angry, and I believe I put that in the most annoying video, 5 most annoying things video. But yeah, it literally, it infuriates me. The minute I hear that noise, I just want to throat punch you. Ugh. I can't even think about it. And on a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 20. It's a fucking 20. I cannot handle that. I can't. I guess my second one would be heavy breathing out of the mouth, but at least that I can kind of like deal with a little bit. I could take a nice deep breath in and like chill for a minute when I hear that. But gulping makes me angry. I don't know why, but it does. Jordan asks, are you going to VidCon? And no. But, there is a big but, I am going to Playlist, which is like, what, 2 weeks from now? So I'll be at Playlist, so if anyone's going to Playlist, come and hang out with me in Orlando. I'm going to the Orlando one, not the DC ones. If anyone's going to Playlist, just let me know, and I'd like to come and meet you. It'd be a great time. Rosie asks, what is the best and worst thing about doing YouTube? I think the best thing about YouTube is the ability to just put something on it. Like, that is the best part. Like, anyone and everyone can put something on YouTube. But the problem and the worst part about it is that anyone and everyone can put something on YouTube. So you get things that are like super amazing, and then you get things that are like not so super amazing. So I guess it's kind of a double-edged sword. You kind of get the best and worst in the same scenario. And it also kind of sucks because there's so many things on YouTube, it's hard to be discovered, and it's hard to get people to watch you. Even if you have really good content, sometimes you just can't get seen. So you have to really make an effort. It's become more of a chore to be discovered and found out about on YouTube than ever before. And I'm only imagining it's just gonna get harder as the years go on. Ivy Marie asks, what's your favorite type of YouTube video to film? I think my favorite YouTube videos to film are the advice questions. I don't know why. I feel like maybe it's because it makes me feel better afterwards to kind of like give people advice. Also, I think I'm one of those people who just like enjoys people taking my advice. So when people take it and actually do what I say, I feel like, I don't know, that's probably why I enjoy it so much. So, in essence, the advice videos. Melanie asks, how do you always look so fabulous? Smoke, mirrors, makeup, and hairspray. Matilda asks, is it good that I have a phone charger taller than I am? And do you want a lollipop? Yes and yes. Just Emma asks, how do you be confident in your own skin? The best way to be confident in your own skin is literally to just not care about what others think. And I know it's one of those things that you're just gonna be like, oh, that doesn't help me at all. But really, if you think about it and you just internalize it and you just try not to care what everyone says and thinks about you, it makes it so much easier. It just makes it so much easier. Sure, you're gonna have to struggle a little bit here and there, but you know what? You'll just be like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Soul Burnt Ash asks, how do you get over someone? Depending on how you lost them. I'm assuming this is more of a breakup. We're gonna go the breakup route because I don't want to get dark-sided. So if you're gonna get over someone who you've broken up with, you're just basically gonna have to go through the mourning period. But then after a while, like a couple weeks maximum, you just gotta get back out there. The best way to do it is to kind of go and just have fun. Go out, do something to get your mind off of it, and just have fun. So hang out with friends. That's the best thing you could do. I'm assuming it's Liz. Liz asks, what makes you so mad? What do you do? What makes me mad? Lying. Lying makes me mad. And sometimes there's nothing you could do about it, but if I try to not think about it, that's probably the best thing you could do sometimes. When people are lying to you, you could call them out. That's what I would do sometimes, depending on whether I cared enough to call them out, or just let it go. That's pretty much the two options. I just call them out or let it go. Liza asks, what do you usually do when you are stressed? And the first thing I do when I'm stressed, and you can watch my video on it, I did a whole video about stress and anxiety. But the one thing I probably do the most is breathing exercises, where you just take a deep breath in and breathe out. That's the best thing you can do. James asks, would you rather kill one baby with just your hands or 10 babies with the push of a button? Oh, James. James, you are morbid. I hate to say it, but I'd probably kill the 10 babies with the push of a button. Reason being is I don't think I have the strength, not like physical strength, but like the emotional strength to kill a child. With my bare hands. I'd probably push the button and cry running if I was literally forced between the two things. I would think that is my answer. I don't know. It might change if it actually happened to me. I don't know. Wingless Angel asks, new to your channel and would like to know, at what age did you have your first kiss? I think I was in 4th grade, so whatever age that is. What, 8? I think 8. Quentin asks, what do you most enjoy doing with your boyfriend? Love you too, Quentin. I think the thing I like doing most with Kiefer would be, just to be honest, I like just sitting and watching TV or playing video games. That's probably my 2 favorite things. A lot of times, like, I get tired, my eyes get tired from playing video games or watching movies too long, and I just kind of like take a nap next to him while he watches and plays video games. I don't know. I think it's cute and I enjoy it, and I like that I can do that with him and literally say nothing, do nothing, but feel comforted by his presence. And then finally, Tyler asks, if you had to choose one food to eat for the rest of your life, what would it be? Oh, God, fuck, I don't know. One food for the rest of my life. See, here's the thing. I'm struggling between being really healthy and really not healthy. I think if I wanted to be healthy, I'd probably, you know what, strawberries. I love strawberries, and they're somewhat healthy. I'm gonna choose strawberries, because why the fuck not? Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe. If you did like me doing these Q&As, give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it. And you know what? Give me some more in the comments below. Maybe I'll answer it just like right then and there. Or I'll put it in the next one. I don't know. And don't forget, I have all my social media in the description below, as well as my other channel, WhatsItToYa Productions, where you can find me and Tim and a bunch of others hanging out and doing some weird, goofy shit. So until next time, my little questionnaires.